Welcome back. This is Terell, your favorite realtor, back again with another book review. You're probably saying, where was the video last week? Well, my light here, it broke because it fell over and whatever. But we got a new one. It took a little minute, but I can only do these videos for you guys, during the weekend. But you already read the book. If you see this book review, The Greatest Salesman in the World. Greatest Salesman in the World. We're sticking to the theme of reading all, pretty much sales books throughout the whole year. Pretty much this book right here. If I told you this was I can't even explain to you, this is one of the best books of this year I've read. Every book I've read after this now from that book, it's lackluster because this book's just that good. The Greatest Salesman in the World, OG Mandino. Shout out to him. Like, this book's just so good. So let's get right into what this book's about. So, first of all, this beginning of the book we talk about this guy Hafid. He's the greatest salesman in the world. He lives like in a palace, bunch of gold, bunch of he's affluent, right? He has like a helper, I don't know, somebody that's beside him, and he pretty much tells him like, hey, I want to pretty much give you all my fortune, pretty much. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, brother, let's get into it. Oh, let me also tell you, this is a spoiler alert. Everything I'm talking to you right now is spoiler alert. I'm telling you, read this book right now. Read this book right now. This is a spoiler alert, so don't even, come on. Anyway, so he says, okay, next day they starts the process of giving everything away. He's like, okay, let me take you over to this secret place right here where there's a treasure, in the treasure there's the scrolls. And in the scrolls, he's gonna give it to his person who's been with him for years, and pretty much give him the wisdom that he learned, or the information that he accumulated from his previous mentor, for him to become the greatest salesman in the world. So there's these 10 scrolls that possess all the information needed to become the best salesman in the world, or just the best. So let's just get into it, right? It goes to him going back when he was young, when he was a poor dude, he wanted to be there was this one girl, he wanted to pretty much obtain the girl, right? I think the girl was like the son of some like prince or somebody of significance, and he's going to his master like, yo, I want to get some money, dog. Like, he's like, what do you want to get some money for? I want to get some money because I want to be with the prince or the girl, and he couldn't be her boyfriend, being in his social class. He was like, so he had to work on himself. So his master sends him out, say, okay, if you want to become the best salesman, I'm going to send you out to, I believe it's Bethlehem, or one of those places, right? He sends him out to one of those places, gives him the robe. He says, go ahead and sell that. Don't come back till it's sold. He goes out there. He goes through what every salesman goes through. No's, rejections, get out of here, boom, no. Then he goes into a cave trying to get some shelter. Then he ends up finding this couple that's, pretty much has a baby, a newborn, pretty much poor, and then have a thin sheet over them trying to warm up the baby. He's surprised to see that. So he goes over there, hands them the robe that he's supposed to sell now to them, and gives it to them. So then he goes back feeling like a failure because he didn't sell the robe. And then the master said, look, because when he was walking back to where he came from, right, back to where his master is. Remember, his master sent him out to sell the robe. When he came back with the tears in his eye, look, I didn't sell the robe. I didn't sell it. He said, wait, there's a star following you. The star. He looked at the star, tears coming through his face, all that. Yada yada yada. He said, wow, I can't believe it. It's like, okay, go to sleep. But now he's still crying. Like, I didn't sell the robe. He says, okay, come back the next day. Master now is weak. He comes to his bedside. He's like, look, when a man bestowed upon me the knowledge to become the best salesman, because he was one of the best salesmen in the world. I'm gonna give you the information because you did something that was noteworthy, which was give your robe to somebody else, and that's what pretty much we're looking for as far as for order for you to become the best salesman. You have to, you fit that prototype. So I'm gonna give you these scrolls, and I want you to go and sell and go out there and whatever. Cries, like his master pretty much laying there sick, goes, and then he, then he goes to the hotel. He's going through a lot of panic. He sees markets. He sees people selling. He's had a lot of affair. Now, granted, like I say, he's leaving with the scrolls in his hand. Now, all the scrolls, all the answers to life, it's pretty much there. He puts the scrolls to the side. He goes to the hotel. He goes to sleep. Wakes up. There's pigeons by his window. Whatever. A pigeon came inside his place, but he realized, man, the window was not open. So why is a pigeon in my room? He goes to where the pigeon is, which is by the scrolls. He then opens up the scroll, and then what do we find in the scroll? All the answers you need to become successful. You think I'm joking? Let me tell you what it is. Okay. Rule number 1 of the scroll. I will form good habits and become slave to the habits. Consumption. Read the same scroll for 30 days. I always talk about consumption. People think about consumption, about eating, whatever. No, consumption. In order to become successful, you have to consume success. I'm not just saying like read one video. You have to read. You have to watch. You have to watch plenty of videos on success. Read books on success. You have to listen to success. That's the only thing you have to listen to. You have to then develop the habits, waking up early, working out, reading the books, day in, day out, and then you become a slave. So then all the hard stuff becomes easy because that's your habits. You become successful. That's rule number 1. No, number 2, love, gratitude, love for the others, raise to others, and avoid gasping. So gratitude is another thing. Now, gratitude. I'm going to explain to you what gratitude is. Gratitude is just a very fluffy word. What is gratitude? Focusing on what you have and not what you don't have. Let me say that one more time. Focusing on what you have and not what you don't have. That doesn't mean, so once you focus on like, okay, I have good health, my mother's here, blah, blah, I've advanced in this X, Y, and Z. I want to get to where I want to get to, but I'm grateful for this, that, the third, because I can't take it for granted. That doesn't mean you still don't want to go to a different level. You're content, you're just not satisfied. That's the way you have to understand. But gratitude, I'm grateful for everything. Family, loved ones, love, health, wealth, and happiness. This is the 4 pillars. You're grateful for that stuff. Okay, number 3. I will persist until I succeed. This is when you don't stop right here. I'm telling you, if you have a goal in mind, who you want to become, if year 1 doesn't happen, you keep going. Year 2, keep on going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I always say this, right? If you keep on going, keep on persisting, I truly believe the universe, God, will give you opportunities. Because you didn't stop year 1, year 2, year 3. And because you didn't stop year 1, 2, or 3, you accumulated knowledge that when opportunity came about, you was willing to pounce on the opportunity. So I will persist until I succeed. Persistence and patience. Woo! One step at a time. I must fail often to succeed only once. You gotta fail. That's what success is. Let me get to the next one. I am nature's greatest miracle. You have. See, this is right here. I'm unique. I will drive my family from my work. I would divorce my family from my work for it will kill my love. So it talks about separating work from love. Oftentimes we'll intertwine those, and then both pretty much begin to fall down, right? If you try to do both, you try to balance. But the biggest thing, right? Thinking I'm God's greatest miracle, I'm unique. Now here's the thing about I'm special. Let's just calm down with here. I'm special because I do the stuff nobody wants to do. That's how I say I think I'm special. I'm special because I'm doing the things nobody else wants to do, which makes it practical. You can't be special and doing what everybody else does. You can't be special and going out to a club. Well, you're not special. A special person is when everybody's going to the club, you read the books. When everybody's drinking whatever, you say, no, I'm drinking water. I'm hitting the gym. Whenever special is not you wake up 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Special is waking up 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and already accomplishing from 4 to 8 more than anybody else will accomplish throughout their natural days, the normal days. That's what special is. So I'm God's miracle, and how PPD might say I'm God's favorite, right? Number 5. I will live these days as if it's my last. If you realize you're gonna die today, what kind of what's the word I'm looking for? What kind of drive, energy would you take? What would it give you to get the stuff accomplished today? No, okay, wait. Today I will be a master of my emotions. This is number 6 right here. Oh, I'm gonna drop the football. Shout out to Dennis. Listen. 6. Today I will master my emotions. A lot of times people get emotional about stuff. If you're able to separate your emotions from the results, you might say, "Oh, he's doing this, he's doing." Is it making me better? Is there value? Is there? If I stay here long enough, will I become better? Will I? Not emotional. Blah blah blah. He puts right here. Weak is he who permits his thoughts to control his actions. Strong is he who forces his actions to control his thoughts. Let me say that one more time. Weak is he who permits his thoughts to control his actions. Strong is he who forces his actions to control his thoughts. You have to be, and it's a big thing amongst men. Men think, oh, maturity, I'm maturity, but you're immature with your emotions, brother. You have to learn how to control your emotions. I'd rather lose the battle and win the war. Let me say that one more time. I'd rather lose the battle and win the war. Let's get to the next one, man. Okay? Let me get through it. I will laugh at the world, meaning that you have to be humble. Let me just say that. You have to be humble. All you might think you're the God's greatest thing or stuff. You still gotta think like, hey, I'm still fortunate. I'm still stuff. I'm just a regular guy. I'm still the same kid here. I'm still have the paranoia. You can't take yourself so seriously. I'm Terell. I'm this. Who are you, bro? Nobody cares. You have to become humble. Laugh at yourself. Joke around, because if you take yourself too seriously, you look like a joke, right? Because and when bad things happen to you, the saying is, this too shall pass. All that stuff shall pass. Okay. Today I will multiply my value 100. Real life. Okay. Today I will multiply my value by 100. Let me explain to you. This is the quote right here. One of the strongest quotes here. Okay, let me explain it. Number 1. We are like grain of wheat, right? We can either be put in a sack and fed to swine, 1. Number 2, we can be put into the ground to flour and make bread, right? Or we can be placed in the earth and allowed to become great until its golden head divides and provides 1,000 grains from the one. Okay, the difference between wheat and us is we get to choose our destiny. We are, once you like Alex Hamilton says, we control how successful we want to be. Poverty teaches you everything you need to do, everything you need to know about life. Poverty, not having money. The first 2 words to get out of poverty is saying it's my fault. Because once you do that, you become the weak. You become the person who can control his life. Oh, it's my fault, and that's my fault. Because when you start saying my fault, you take the power from you and give it back to me, and then therefore I can create solutions and then advance. But if I give it to you, guess what? You have power over me. That's what you have to understand. Thinking it's my fault. We control our lives. What we put in is what we get out. Let's get into it, okay? My dreams are worthless. My plans are dust. My goals are impossible. All are no value unless they are followed by action. Number 9. This is a big one. People talk. People want to talk what they want to do. They want this. They dream, whatever. But their actions are not congruent to their words. This is a huge one. Number 9. Okay. Man, I have so much things about this book, man. I don't want to get this video too long. Number 10. Number 10. This is the biggest one. Is guidance. Number 10 is guidance. Coach. Guidance can be translated to coaching. You have to get people who's 5 to 10 steps further along from you, to then have you guide you. Hey, still doing this, go over here. I know you want to do this. I've done this 50 times. I failed. You should do this. This is what we need to become successful. Now, let me tell you right now. This book's a 10 out of 10. I don't even call books 10 out of 10, but this book right here is 10 out of 10. You have to read this book. It's a must read. Like I said, it's fantastic. Okay, I'm just giving my personal review on the book. It's too good. It's too good. You gotta read yourself. Like I said, spoilers all throughout the book, but it's just too good, man. All right. So appreciate you guys. The video's coming. Another video's coming tomorrow. Like I said, now I got everything set up tomorrow. Next book review. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you want to hear. Peace.